Hello everyone, thanks for hanging out with Nikki Gardening and More. I'll be cooking from my garden today. I'm making the red potatoes. These are what I picked the other day. I know I said I need to let them cure for a little bit, but these are the ones that I kind of scratched. So you want to cook them a little sooner than others, which I could have waited, but I want to eat today. So I'm cooking the red potatoes. I'm going to grill me some green tomatoes. These are red beefsteak tomatoes. They're just still green. And I picked some basil and some Italian oregano right here. Earlier I picked blueberries, and I picked, these are the little bling cherry tomatoes. And we also have some red peppers, which I really only need one of these. These are really, really hot, so you want to be careful with your peppers. So I'll be cooking that. I'm going to be making some shrimp scampi. We'll be having our vegetables, and it's all going to be good. My blackberries are for my dessert. So see you soon. Okay, everything is chopped up. I thought I had some olive oil, but I don't, and I don't have time to run to the store and get any. So we're going to end up using our vegetable oil. So that's what I'll be using, with also some crushed black pepper and some sea salt here. Okay, so I'll be putting that on the tomatoes. Also, I'll add some, I'm going to be using butter for the potatoes because I like butter with the potatoes. And so this is our meal. So I'll see you in just a moment. Here's my potatoes, and I'm just putting my basil, my oregano, my tomatoes. These are the little bling tomatoes. I'm putting those on top. I have some butter in the pot. I used the Country Crock butter, which is a spread, but I'm using that. I'll be putting it in my glass pan. I'm putting the lid on it just like this, and it'll be going in my oven. So I'm putting the potatoes in first because it's going to take the longest to cook. Okay, the tomatoes here is only going to take about 5 minutes. You know, I'm going to put them in my little George Forman grill. Okay, and you know, shrimp don't take that long. So I'll see you in just a moment. Our potatoes are in the oven. Our tomatoes are seasoned, and they're just sitting here waiting. I'll be putting those on when the potatoes are almost done. So this is what I did with the tomatoes. I already sliced them up. These are the green beefsteak tomatoes. They would be red beefsteak tomatoes, but I picked them while they were green. So I'm grilling green tomatoes, excuse me. Green tomatoes. I put basil and oregano with some crushed black peppers and some sea salt on top. And I also, I didn't have any olive oil, so I used vegetable oil. And I just put it on both sides, and I'll be putting it in the George Foreman grill when it's closer to time for the potatoes to be done. Hold on. Okay, I just put the tomatoes on the grill. Give them about 5 minutes. My shrimp is almost ready. I put the shrimp with for the shrimp I use butter, I use garlic salt, and I use lemon. So that's what I have for the shrimp. The potatoes are in the oven, they're almost ready, so that's why I'm putting this on now. The tomatoes is only going to take about 5 minutes. The shrimp, I already I've warmed them up already, and I've cooked them already, but then I just put the lemon in there now, so they'll be ready in about 5 minutes also. You can hear this sizzling, things are coming along. Time to take the potatoes out of the oven. Getting them out now. Nice and roasted. We had our potatoes in the oven for about 45 minutes. With the temperature was at 425. I'm going to turn that off. I'm taking the last of the tomatoes off the grill. Let me see if I can touch that. And I did say about 5 minutes, but I really had them on about 10 minutes because these are fresh green tomatoes, and they're, you know, we want them to get a little soft and tender. So we're taking those off now. That's what we're doing here. What you want to have is your nice grill marks on your tomatoes. I'm going to close that up. Unplug that. And then we have our shrimp here. I just turned that fire off. Do this. We got our shrimp. We just turned that off. This is our grilled shrimp. The shrimp cooked for about 15 minutes. I'll say 12 to 15 minutes. I put the butter, garlic salt, lemon, and a little bit of red pepper flakes in that with lemon. Okay, so it's time to plate it up. We're going to get us a plate here. We have our plate, and we'll be plating it up. I'll plate it up, and dinner is served. So from the garden, we have our green tomatoes, we have our red potatoes, we have our blackberries, and we also had our basil, oregano, and the hot red peppers. Okay, so that's from the garden. This is Hanging Out with Nikki, Gardening and More. I thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you cooked right along with me and enjoy your meal. Have a great night.